Mark Camphouse is director of the Wind Symphony. He also teaches composition and conducting at George Mason University, just a short ways from here in Fairfax, Virginia. Now, in 2003, he was on a family vacation to Northern California. He left all his musical projects at home, I'm sure at the request of his wife, because us as musicians, we tend to never stop working. We're always engaged in writing something, performing something. We're really obsessed with this thing called music. So I'm sure she said, forget music for a little while, pay attention to us. We need to go to Northern California and have a break. So they did. He was having a great time. They went to San Francisco, down the coast, and then they hit Yosemite National Park, and all bets were off. He was so profoundly moved by the beauty that was all around him as he traversed the trails, as he rode horseback through this national treasure, that our next selection was born. And it's sort of a musical depiction of a day at Yosemite, if you will. It begins as dawn breaks in the forest and the mist is all over the forest floor. Well, then that begins to slowly dissipate. And we see the majesty of the cliffs, of the waterfalls, and the landscape around us. Then we hear the rustle of the wildlife, the excitement of the tourists as the day goes on. And then eventually, the forest is filled with the warm alpenglow, the autumn glow, as evening approaches and the piece comes to a serene and beautiful end. The composer of this work, Professor Camphouse, is in the audience with us this evening, along with his wife. And Professor? Professor Camphouse. And I hope that he thinks that all the trouble he got in when he got back home and composed this piece was worth it as the President's Own performs his work, Yosemite Autumn.